Hello, Dragon Warriors in Education. It's Tamara here, Chief Dragon Officer of the Dragon Academy, where we study movements of body, mind, and emotions in order to develop self-awareness and emotional intelligence and resilience. Dragon Warriors in Education are those brave educators who are willing to do something different in the service of changing a school culture and operating at a whole schools approach for emotional well-being and health. And so this means that we're working with the language of the dragons, not only in the classroom with the children, but also for the educators themselves and the whole school community. So I'm going to talk you through in this video some of the materials and the resources that are in our Dragon Academy app. So when you sign up for the program, you will get access to the Dragon Academy app, each of the teachers and anybody in the school community. And this is what you will see there. So first of all, we've got Welcome to the Dragon Academy, which just gives a little bit of an overview of the Dragon Academy, what it's all about, the various programs. And down here at the bottom, we've got some various free gifts of different ways to train mindfulness. So you can come in and explore that. Actually, you can get access to that without signing up for anything. A brainwise mindfulness exercise. You can see here, it's a little video, audio, and then some follow-up materials for you. And then we've got a mindfulness through movement exercise, which is just 10 minutes, me guiding you through that. And also one of my favorites, which is a creative mindfulness exercise, and a longer video there, which is something I did for the Oxford Mindfulness Centre, running them through this creative mindfulness exercise. So that's there for you to explore. We've got the Dragon Foundations for Schools. So when you log into this, you can see the format here. So we've got a variety of lessons and different modules down here on the side. And each of them has then some information, a video, various bits of information. Here we are introducing the dragons. You can find out about our Dragon Manifesto, the driving motivations and intentions. We've got some input here from one of our early Dragon Warriors, Julie Atwell, who was working with the dragons during COVID. She tells her story there in a little video and shares some of her creative work. We've got some theoretical information there about the whole schools approach. And this is great for leadership because we've put there all the government documents and links to the various government guidelines there in terms of what the government is recommending and the 8 principles of a whole schools approach and how the dragons map to those principles, and some information there about dragon ambassadors. This is how to support youngsters to become dragon ambassadors in the school and be peer supporters for their colleagues, and some extra training and materials for those youngsters that want to dive into that. There's a whole module of the science. So this is sort of the background theoretical information about the colors model, the 3 different dragons, what happens in the brain, what that's all about. There's a short video and then a download where you can get much more information about the green dragon and find out all those sorts of key facts that you need to pay attention to. We've got some information there about trauma-informed, why this is a trauma-informed program, and my favorite there, the brain's braking system, one of the most core systems of the brain that we really need to learn how to operate in our modern times. There's some core activities that flow through the whole curriculum, and this is sort of the mindfulness training, as it were, embodied creative practices and modeling from the teachers, how to work with the dragon language in the classroom. And each of these has a short video and then some information about what we're doing. There's all the dragon movements there, each video showing an example of the various dragon activities so that you can bring them into the classroom. And this is part of our training, which is really getting familiar with these as a teacher and a facilitator. There's the information about staff well-being and how to bring the slogans, the dragon slogans, as we call them, into the staff room, the team meetings, so that the team in the school are really consolidating, integrating, and modeling the language of the dragons. And then we're continuing to develop this, how to make your classroom a dragon-friendly classroom and really bring it into the school. So let's take a look at some of the curriculum. So we've got early stage, key stage 1, and key stage 2. So let's jump into key stage 2. What you can see here is there's some information about just how to prepare. Got some guidance. We've got some information about the sorts of materials that we've been using as we're getting creative with the 3 colors. And then you have each of the 5 themes: introducing the dragons, feeding green dragon, getting to know blue dragon, saying hello to red dragon, and then becoming a dragon detective. So we kind of de-chunk the colors and study each of them separately, but by the end, we're a dragon detective and we know how to tune into our body, our mind, our movements, our emotional life in order to be able to detect which dragon is with us and make sure that we're doing what we need to do to stay well. So if we go into introducing the dragons, each of the lessons is color-coded. Each of the lessons has a slogan. And the bottom line for the lesson is, if you don't do anything, just explore this slogan. Our kind of backup option is print out a dragon, color it in, and talk about the main theme. But actually, there's loads of lesson plans where we can talk you through step by step. You click here and you can download the PDF, and it gives you information about what to print, the whole of the lesson plan, including some extension activities and the outcomes and some plenaries. So all that information is there, as well as the handouts that the teachers need. And these are all geared to the different levels. So you've got the worksheets for the teachers, you've got the PowerPoint there. Click on that and you can download the PowerPoint presentation, which talks you through everything that you need to do. And of course, you can adapt and you can see what's going to work in your classroom, but that whole process is there for you. And then there's some top tips as well. And so in this way, you've got all the materials in one place and you are able to download them, to work with them, to modify them if you need to. We've also got the What Color is Your Dragon community channels. And this is the place where you can message to me directly if you've got an issue. And you can also ask questions or share feedback about any of the things that you're struggling with or places where you've had success. So this is a place where you can get immediate support from the Dragon Academy team to help you quickly iron out any issues or just really share something where you've done well. So that's a quick overview there of the courses. And the other thing I'm just going to show to you is the course, which is Staying Calm in the Storm. So this is the course. It's freely available to parents. And you, as an educator, you might be a parent as well. So you can sign up for that too. It asks you to sign up and kind of click purchase, but it's a free purchase, so you don't need to pay any money. And here we have information about the Dragon Family ethos. We have some information about big emotions, some stuff about the science there, why using our words is particularly important. And then we have these sessions there, which will basically be what I would do in a session with a parent who comes to me. So there's a short video there. There's some things to print and color out, and some information, particularly about red dragon, is our focus here. And parents can do this step-by-step approach and begin to explore how red dragon shows up. And you can see here that we really encourage getting it on a piece of paper, coloring in. And what one parent said to us was, you know, she was sort of doing her own work on her red dragon and beginning to explore, you know, how does red dragon show up for her? What was her early experience from her parenting about how red dragon shows up and what to do when red dragon shows up, and really setting intentions about how to be a family where it's okay to have red dragons. And what she said was, as she was doing it with the coloring pencils out, her child came over and was interested in what she was doing and asking, you know, Mummy, can I join in? What's going on? You know, particularly the youngsters, they see what the parents are doing. They want to be involved, especially if there's coloring in and sticking going on. And so this was a great way to open up a conversation about red dragons at home without it being too contrived or feeling like the parent was trying to do a psychology session with them. So that creativity is a huge part of our approach. And while we're using the app to support delivery, much of what's in there is about, you know, let's get the scissors, let's get the glue, let's make some stick dragons, let's take it to the paper, take it to the floor, really get involved with the body and the coloring in to create the conditions to start developing dragon language at home. So there's a quick tour of the app. And if that's something that's of interest to you as an educator or as a parent, please do get in touch. I'll put the information down below. Like, subscribe, share if this video is speaking to you. And it's been a pleasure to share this with you. It's the culmination of many, many years of work, and the work and contribution of, you know, a team of dedicated practitioners and people that have been supporting this work over the years. So a big thank you to all of those, but particularly to Raquel Lulier, the co-creator of What Color is Your Dragon, and Mary Louise Morris, our Dragons in Education lead, and Julie, Laura, Carolyn, some of those early adopters, Kerry Lee, therapists, education workers that helped us in the early days really explore all the wonderful ways that we can bring the dragons into the classroom. So a huge thank you to all of them, and I wish you well. I wish you green dragons as you go about your blue dragon work. And if your red dragon is with you at the moment, just an e-hug from me, and a strong invitation to take a moment to pause, listen to your red dragon and ask what it needs and see if you can do something to support it. Thank you.